These days, everybody is trying to save on fuel costs. Four-wheel drivers, though, by their very nature, travel some great distances carrying a lot of gear over some pretty rugged terrain, and unfortunately, that means that fuel costs can go up. However, luckily for us, there are some proven techniques we can use to really save a lot of coin. I'm Graham Cale from Four Wheel Drive Action here with the Isuzu D-Max to give you some valuable advice on how to save a heck of a lot of money next time you're at the Bowser. The basics to gaining better fuel economy. Build momentum gradually. Regular servicing. Anticipate what's happening ahead. Use the brakes sparingly. Pick the right gear. Minimise bulky roof loads. Maintain optimum tyre pressures. The road to fuel saving starts long before you even leave the driveway. By packing efficiently to save on weight and wind resistance means you'll save a heck of a lot more money when you next visit the fuel Bowser. Of course, one really good tip is to avoid putting too much up on the roof racks because that causes a lot of wind drag, which means your engine has to work a lot harder when you hit highway speeds. Okay, now, think of driving for economy a lot like riding a push bike. Stay with me here. You jump on your push bike, you start pedaling like crazy, then you pull the brakes on, you wash off all that speed. You've got to pedal like crazy to get back up to that speed, you see, and that's why you should never accelerate or brake too heavily. The less you brake, the less fuel you use. Anticipating what's going on up ahead allows you to ease off the accelerator a lot earlier. Knowing when there's a hill coming up in front means that you can build up speed before you reach the hill rather than putting your boot into it halfway up. On your bike, of course, you're always making sure you're in exactly the right gear at any given time so that you're not pedaling too hard and using too much energy. No one wants to work too hard. It's exactly the same with your engine. It's all about picking the right gear to keep your rev range optimal such that you're making the perfect amount of torque for the environment in which you're in. On road, low tyre pressures below those recommended on the manufacturer's tyre placard guarantees you poor fuel economy. Off-road, in sand, too high a tyre pressure uses way more fuel because, of course, the engine has to work a lot harder for the tyres to cut through the sand rather than float across the top. Also, make sure you keep an eye on your service history. Dirty or clogged filters, dodgy wheel bearings, out of tune engines, they all contribute to using a lot more fuel. Modern common rail diesel engines like the one in this Isuzu can save you thousands on fuel costs. The D-Max is renowned for its ability to use less fuel. For more four-wheel drive tips and information on Isuzu owner events, jump on the iVenture Club website at iventureclub.com.au. I'm Graham Cale from Four Wheel Drive Action. We'll catch you out on the tracks.